Going on in the quantum leap of faith, I want to talk about the Big Bang. The Big Bang, of course, is something very small, becoming a giant entity, like the hydrogen bomb. The hydrogen bomb is very small, and yet it blew up a huge city. The hydrogen bomb didn't create order so much as it created chaos. Now, it did have a certain amount of order because it did make a mushroom cloud, which looked orderly, but it didn't create anything but a random explosion that destroyed. So now let's take a look at, okay, fireworks display. A fireworks display is made by a pyrotechnician, and it makes beauty, and it has structure and order. So the difference between a random explosion and a fireworks display is order. So now let's take a look at creation and the Big Bang. Creation says that by chance, order came about. But what are the odds of that? It's pretty impressive that a bicycle or an airplane or a solar system with complex order could have come about by a random explosion that came about from a quantum black hole. It's to say it's silly, or to believe that a creator directed a universe that is completely, has order and has DNA code, is to kind of be silly. Because if something came out of nothing, then what in the nothing created something? There would have to be something in the nothing to create something from nothing, because nothing is created from nothing. So what was it that was in the nothing that created something? It's like a rabbit in a hat. A magician comes out and he pulls a rabbit out of a hat. He pulls a living, breathing rabbit out of a black hole that's in a hat, right? Well, did the rabbit come out of nowhere? Maybe it did. But what are the chances that the rabbit came out a rabbit? Why did it come out a rabbit? Why didn't it come out a rabbit and a frog crossed? Or why didn't half of an airplane come out from the bottom of the rabbit? Because how did that complex design, and it's a very complex design of DNA, RNA, that made the eye of the rabbit, that made every little piece of the rabbit, okay, which had a replicating code inside it, RNA, that's a very complex code that made a perfect rabbit? Or did God create the rabbit that was in the hat as it was pulled out? And there you have the mystery solved. See, absolutes are not provable. There may be absolutes, and there are, because are there absolutely no absolutes? Absolutely. If there's absolutely no absolutes, then there's one absolute right there. So this is why I'm saying that the quantum leap of faith here is to either believe nothing made something, or that something in the nothing directed creation. And that's the argument. God bless.